Hi, welcome back. So in this session, we are going to discuss about Docker image, how to create a Docker custom image, what all parameters we need to take in care, and what all parameters we need to mention in Docker file, and how to execute with tagging, without tagging, and how to create a repository. And while pushing, how need to make sure the correct tagging should be in place. And then we can create a proper push to the Docker repository. As we stated a couple of times in previous classes, Cloud and Loud is our GitHub ID. We started posting everything in this GitHub. So Docker training, for this Docker series of training, you stick with Docker-training repository. For this class, you stick with class 8 Docker-image, and there is a notepad called custom-image. So let's go inside. We'll see one by one. First, we will create a Docker file, right? So this is my Docker machine. Docker file, enter. And as part of this, what exactly is happening is it is getting downloaded the CentOS image from hub.docker.com repository, and we are adding some description, and we are executing some command yum update, os update, and we are installing the httpd, and we are creating the directory and going to that directory, executing some file. Let's build it, save and come out. Go back to your step. We are building without the proper tagging. Let's see. So whatever you mentioned in the Docker file, it's exactly, it will execute one by one. So each and every step completed, there will be a Docker commit. And after the next step completed, this will commit another ID. So like this, it will keep on moving. Let's wait. It will take some few minutes. So now it's getting installed. HTTPD is getting installed. Let's wait. After that, there will be a directory creation. Going to that directory, working directory, then it will try to execute, and the Docker file will get a final image creation. So now, if you see this output, everything is got completed. The final image got created this. But before this final image, if you could see each and every step completion, there will be a commit, image commit. Okay. If the step 4 is completed, this plus this changes will be committed to another image ID. And the 5th step, then, so like this, it will keep on go. Suppose if any error, right, automatically it will stop the last successful step. This image ID will be shown if you run Docker images command. So these are all important parameters which you need to know during your Docker day-to-day work schedule. Now, Docker images. So there is a image got created. Go back to the step. We'll create one more Docker file. Okay, this is something similar but something different. VAM Docker file. So in this, if you want, you can change it. The sentence. I never quit till it get working. Okay, so now, so this also CentOS is getting downloaded. I'm adding the description and the yum update, and I'm installing the web server, and we are putting some message in root web server index.html file, exposing port 80, and the bootstrap command also, boot parameter, services start also we are adding. So we will save and come out. So we will execute now also without a tagging. Enter. Let's wait. So the similar way, it will execute one by one and create the final image, Docker image. So now HTTPD is getting installed. Let's wait. 3 more steps has to be completed as per the Docker file. See now, it got completed as per the similar exercise previously what we did. So it got completed one by one and also finally created a successful image. So now what we'll do is we will go and check Docker images. So there is a 2 images now created without a tagging. Let it be. This output for you, it will be different. Even for me also different. Okay. So now there is a 2 option. One is if you want to create from the Docker file itself with proper tagging, use this command, right? If you created like this without tagging, right? Now you use this. So Docker tag image ID. What is our first image? So we will use this image correct proper tagging. This image wrong tagging, so that we will see how it behaves. So we will take this image ID, and what is the this one? As per this, cloud and loud cloud 1 underscore local. So we will create this. You can create any, but whatever repository you have. If you have this, then you need to use this tagging. So we are going to create, say, project, say project UK. This is the tagging. So say create. So in this case, we need to use this here. Okay, colon tagging version 1.0. If you don't put anything, automatically it will assume as a colon latest. So we are setting the tag. Okay, we set one more tag with this version 2, just to make sure the multiple push is happening properly. The another image, what is the another image? This is the another image, right? So this image, we will go with the wrong tagging. Wantedly, we will go with wrong tagging. Say proj hyphen UK 123 colon version 1.0. We know this is wrong. Let it be. The tagging will be fine, but while pushing, it will throw the error. Let's check. So now everything is fine. Now we need to say Docker push. What I want to push? I want to push this image. Then you need to mention the correct name and tagging. See, resource denied. Why? Because in order to push, this Linux machine should have the proper credentials. Everyone can download because it's a public repository. But to commit, to write, the owner is the person who can push it, right? So the machine has to know your user ID password. Otherwise, it will not be a problem. So once you given the credentials, it will not be a problem. Docker login. So my Docker ID is cloud and loud, and I am giving as a, okay. So there is a password typo. So it got succeeded. Now, if you push, it should work. But before you push, okay, go back to this and make sure you are able to see this. There is not even a single push happen now. Okay, now you come back, say push. So now it's getting pushed correctly. Once it's finished, we will go back to hub.docker.com, your repository, and we will make sure so everything is fine. With version 1.0, we should see there. Okay, now come back here, right click, reload. So we are seeing version 1.0. The same way, we also assume there is a new changes we did and we have created another version. So you can say push it. Go back here, reload. Now version 2.0. Yes. So now what is the another image? Docker images. So cloud and loud, this is the wrong image. So copy this, say paste it, version 1.0. Of course, because this is a wrong. So you need to make sure if you want to store it in your repository, your image, name and tag should be proper. Okay, and go back to your step. Come down. So now we will build an image. While building an image itself, we will build with correct. So I am creating this. So BAM Docker file. We'll delete this and say we will save. So as per this, Ubuntu is getting downloaded and Ubuntu is getting updated, and we are installing Nginx and we are adding the index.html to the root folder inside the container, exposing port 80 and startup parameter. And while building itself, I want a proper tagging. So we will go with this. Remember, cloud one underscore local. Go back to your git hub.docker.com and make sure you have the relevant repository. So cloud underscore local already is there, right? So create repository, say new one underscore project, something, right? Create new one underscore project, and you copy this, right? Go back here because you want to, at the end of the day, you want to push this creating image to that repository. So better go with this, say version 1.0 and dot. Dot means previously without this we have built, right? Dot means it's a pointing to Docker file. From Docker file, you are saying take and process and convert as this tag name, right? So enter. Wait for some time. Now, while building itself, we are building with proper tagging, but we will get some error. We will see why. Because this is also important when we go to any Docker project. So there is an index.html, right? Okay, let's go do one thing. ls. So let's remove index.html. I want to show you something. Docker images, Docker. We will remove this image. New one. Okay, so now we will again execute this. Let's see. Remember, index.html is not there. So it should. See here. So if you get into this situation, right? See here, there is a last successful. This is the last successful commit, right? And the further step, it got failed because of due to some reason. Let it be. But E55. So let's go with the Docker images command. Let's find out Docker images. See here, E55. So till last successful step in your Docker file will be committed as an image. So now echo. The reason why it got failed is there is no index.html file, which Docker file is trying to refer. So echo, I am learning hands-on, Docker hands-on, redirect into index.html, right? So now we will execute the same command again. See, now it got built. Now if you note down the last successful image commit, A550 A6 E4. So now we will run the Docker images command. See here with the proper tagging. We know new one underscore project got already available, the correct one, correct? So now if I want to push it, you can push it. Docker push, we know already we logged in also from this machine. Docker push, this one, colon, version 1.0, right? Before you push, go to that repository, right? This is a very new repository. Just now we created, correct? So enter it. It is getting pushed. Wait for some time. So now you right click, refresh your browser, reload your browser. There should be a version 1.0. Yes. This is how you need to practice it. You need to make an error. So while learning, you need to make an error and then you fix it. Then only you know really what is happening. This will really help during your production or project deliverable. So there is one more point. How do we expose particular port? Correct. So now Docker run. You know what is happening in this command? Basically, detach mode, interact terminal. So we are setting up some name for container and port is port 8080 and container port is 80. Here I have clearly explained. And volume, we are mounting var temp, right, to the container root directory, means HTTPD root directory. And HTTPD 2.4. Say, for example, this is also one of the things people are really getting confused. We will go here, HTTPD, search it, select the HTTPD, come to the tagging. See, if you put just a HTTPD, automatically it will take the latest. If you want a specific HTTPD version, then you should go with the proper tagging. This is why the tagging is really, really important. If you want to understand what is the particular tagging, what changes they did, go inside and refer the README, the documentation, right? So come down, go here, and we are mapping it basically, and enter. So the HTTPD image is not there. So we are downloading HTTPD 2.4 and executing it. So Docker ps-a. So it's getting run, automatically it's getting exposed, right? So what is this IP address? This is the IP address, right? Copy this, go here and say 8080, enter. This message you can type it anything. So what I'm saying is, this is how you need to test and learn everything. Stay tuned. We will come up with more sessions. Thanks.